So is it actually possible that if your man cheated on you, it was actually your fault? Well, that's what Laurie Frazier is suggesting here, and she gives 6 reasons why this is the case.
People aren't property. Okay. So you can't own a man like you can a horse or the title to your SUV. Some people are under some notion that once they get married or they have a boyfriend, that is property that belongs to them. Nobody but you is responsible for your happiness. So people tend to think that, oh, well, my man is supposed to make me happy. And that's bullshit. Like if you don't, happiness comes from within. It's not external. You know, you can have all the money, all the cars. I know people that have all the things and they're still fucking miserable, right? So happiness is an inside job, and we don't get to expect anyone else to make us happy.
When I hear the phrase, he made me feel X or she made me feel Y.
Yeah.
It kind of gets me started.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And no amount of, dog and pony show is going to make somebody happy if they're just a miserable person. You probably know people that are just miserable. Parents that you've tried to make happy your whole life. Nothing anybody does will make you feel safe if you don't already feel safe. If you have a story that all men are cheaters, you could have dude sharing his location, calling you all the time. You would be still making up the stories. All men are cheaters. He must be cheating. He probably left his phone at the office and went off to, whatever. Trust myself to make the right choice if you're an idiot. I trust myself to leave if you're not treating me right. I trust myself to pay attention to the red flags and to ask what's going on. You'll always find what you're looking for. If you believe there's something to find, you're not going to stop until you find it. Their wives are like, I know you're cheating. All guys cheat. This. And so they're like, well, I might as well go do that because she thinks I'm doing it anyway. Women may feel if they were a better wife, a better partner, if they were skinnier, prettier, more talented, then this never would have happened, right? And I think those are actually lies that we tell ourselves to puff ourselves up, because if that were the truth, if your husband did cheat because he found someone skinnier or prettier, then that would make him shallow as fuck, right? If you spend as much time working on you as you do obsessing about your partner, then you wouldn't be so worried about them and what they're doing. So I think there are a lot of people just sitting home wondering and imagining, what their partner may be doing. And if you were really working on building yourself, building your own business, your own career, doing your own thing, then you wouldn't be so obsessed about micromanaging something over here.
One of my sort of statements, kind of go-to statements is, well, look, I can be absolutely responsible for what I do and don't do, but I can't really be responsible for what you make it mean. So I sometimes get a hard time for that statement. So I want to know, any thoughts on that?
I think you're absolutely correct. And if somebody's making it mean something.
Agree or disagree so far? Put an emoji in the comments to let us know.
Often they're not sharing what they're making it mean. You're just getting the cold shoulder, or somebody's like they feeling something's not right over there. So I think it's really important to share, hey, you did this. And in my head, I'm making it mean that you don't care about me or whatever it is. We get to communicate that because often we got it all wrong. Like if you decide to leave your partner and you don't work on your internal stuff, then you're just going to recreate it somewhere else. Because blaming anybody for anything will never get you anywhere. So how can we just be fully accountable for ourselves and understand that everything is always happening for us and not to us? So, whatever I feel that whatever's coming into our, I believe we are spiritual, eternal beings. We are here to evolve and grow. And whatever lessons and experiences are coming to us, they are the perfect thing that we need.
Of course, it does get rid of some really nice juicy bits, which is like blaming other people for stuff was so juicy and so lovely before. I don't get to do that anymore.
It's
Yes,
the good news and the
absolutely.
bad news, right? So
Yeah,
it's like
it is.
you find yourself in this like shit show of a life, and it's like, oh fuck, like I'm responsible for all of this. Are
Yeah,
you kidding me?
yeah.
But this and this.
Yeah.
But the good news is yes, I am. I created all of this unconsciously. So what if I were conscious and knew that I was the co-creator of my life with God, source, the universe, and started taking conscious action to create something different. So like when we think that we are victims, it's like we're like this tiny little sailboat on an ocean, and somebody does this to me and I get tossed over here, and somebody does this and I get over here. It's like, no. You know, everything's happening for me, and I get to learn and grow, and I get to take the helm of my ship, and I get to steer it and not allow all these other external things to turn my life upside down, because I'm not available for that.
So you've just seen a small extract from just one of our many live events hosted at DivorceClub.com. Why not come and join us today? The link in the description below, and join us at our next live event.